everybody, it's Lindy here. Thank you so much for joining me. On today's episode, we are going to be making white chocolate peppermint truffles. That is a mouthful, but you know what? They're gonna taste amazing. So we actually use cream cheese for this recipe. I like the low-fat version. You're going to need some white chocolate chips, powdered sugar, peppermint extract, and crushed up candy canes. If you don't have candy canes, you can always buy the red and white peppermints, the round ones, and crush those up as well. So we're going to be using our mixer today. You need 4 ounces, which is half of a block of cream cheese. You can absolutely use regular cream cheese, fat-free or low-fat, whichever you prefer. You're going to cream it together, the cream cheese, the powdered sugar, and the extract until it is nice and smooth. If you don't have a stand mixer, feel free to use a hand mixer as well for this. We're going to use half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. I always like adding it in here and not with the chocolate, so my chocolate doesn't seize up. That way it's fully incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it just a tiny bit before I add the powdered sugar in. If you are not a peppermint fan, you can change out the extract for any other flavored extract and roll your truffles in a different kind of candy or sprinkle. So think about that when changing it up. You could make a large quantity without having to have a lot of different kinds of ingredients. So you want to mix this thoroughly until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Once everything is mixed together, you're going to want to put your white chocolate chips in a microwave safe bowl and heat them. Now I suggest when dealing with chocolate to microwave for only 30 seconds at a time and then stir in between. The first few times it's gonna feel like you're stirring for nothing, but I promise you the core of it is starting to heat up. 30 seconds at a time and keep stirring until it's nice and smooth and creamy. I'm going to transfer my white chocolate chips into my mixing bowl, and remember this has the powdered sugar and the cream cheese. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix those together with a spatula until they're 100% incorporated. This is what helps your truffles set up. These truffles should be refrigerated until close to serving just because of the cream cheese in them. And they can also be made a few days ahead of time. You just don't want to roll them into the sprinkles until you're ready to serve. All right, so now it's nice and mixed together. I'm going to transfer it into a different bowl. And then I'm going to pop this into the refrigerator for 20 minutes to help it cool down before I roll my truffles. We're now ready to roll our truffles. There's a few key things that I suggest that you have. A mini scoop, so this is the kind of scoop that you would use for mini cupcakes. If you don't have one, you can use a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. Mini cupcake liners. After you roll your truffle, you're going to want to put it somewhere, and these are the perfect thing to put them in. That way it's easier to serve at a party or if you're adding them to a cookie tray. So I'm going to go ahead and put my candy canes out on a plate just to make it a little easier for me to roll my truffles. I'm just literally going to scoop 1 mini scoop, roll it in my hands, roll it into the crushed peppermint, put it into the mini cupcake liner, and then I can put it on a serving tray and I'm ready to go. Now, as I mentioned before, you can absolutely make these the day ahead of time. Just do not roll them in whatever you're going to coat them in until the day you're going to serve, because it can get really sticky and gooey. You would want to keep these in the refrigerator covered if you are making them ahead of time, or you could even just make the truffle center and not roll them until the day that you're going to serve. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.